So what I'm going to do, I could go on and on talking about football, different people, different characters. But I'd like to talk about two this morning. One was Philemon Masinga. Now you all know him, he was tall, gangly, he didn't look like shoes. He didn't move like John Moyetti. He didn't kick the ball like Dr. Kamala. But I picked him and Caesar Matonga were my first selections every time. And they boo boys, as they called him, used to get on his back. And he turned a bad situation like you guys can do into a good situation. And I remember when we qualified for the World Cup, Doctor again, I keep saying Doctor, picked the ball up, played it down the middle, the singer ran and smashed it, and we were going to France. And he ran to the crowd, the same crowd that booed him, and he said, "Spell my name now, the singer." And he had won, because he was able to turn that situation around. Uruguay, remember Uruguay, the tough side in our section, because they have a pedigree. They have won the World Cup twice, so they're dangerous. And then of course France, who wants to play them because they cheat anyway with Andre in his hand. But we'll bring them and we'll play them. I would play against lesser opposition to start with. I'd make sure that they had gone 3 or 4 games that they had won, so they got confidence. And we did that same thing in 1995. We played against all the lesser opposition, and then I picked, just before the tournament, I picked Germany to play, because I thought, let's test us now. And I remember it for one reason, is that I spoke to all the players, as you all know as coaches, how you talk to your team. I left out Dr. Kamala. And I said, "Doctor, nobody in this country besides your mother, my mother, believes that we could win this game, because none of you did." And we went out there and I said to him, "The first time you touch the ball, I want you to ignite this whole crowd. You've got to change this whole mood. You've got to make them get right behind us and against the Germans." And the first ball that came to him, Muller, who played 67 times for Germany, came to close him down, and Doctor stuck the ball straight through his legs. Took the foot on the ball. Hustler came and tackled him, got a foul, but the mob went absolutely dizzy, and we were on our way. And I think that's what I would do. I would identify with players, I would make them believe they were superstars. I think in the end, Linda Buthelezi really believed that he owned the Mercedes-Benz vet. He had pictures all stuck there. And I looked at the person, I thought, well, I know this face, it's Linda Buthelezi. And I went to the next one, it was Linda Buthelezi. The entire room was only pictures of himself. And he really believed so much that he was the best thing since sliced bread. So I would think that Pereira should do that. Pereira should now talk up players, make them believe that they are better than Kaka, Messi, and players like that. Talk about our Pino. Maybe argumental. Talk about Benny McCarthy, so don't shout at me, okay? But just generally, that's what he should work on. The confidence of players. It's like you'd work. I mean, I see crazy situations. Sometimes you've got to tell a person he's wrong or right, but there's a way of doing it. And I think if Pereira gets everybody believing, including the whole of South Africa, that Bafana could win, I think that they can.